Hello, I'm Toycat and welcome back to part 10 of the Far Cry 5 Let's Play. The timer has gone. I got you through that. I did my diligence, and honestly, most of it was just like sitting there and being like, well, I'll wait in the corner, then when a bomb goes off, I'll defuse it, and it worked. Again, the moment they take your interest from like kill the people or stop them to just, you know, when there's a narrow interest range, things change. But yeah, in this part I'm excited because we're going to see what happens when we blow up the whole of the gold mine, if I can survive this, that is. Big if. Big if. So we have to press a button, I assume. And then magic is gonna... Okay. It happens by itself. And then they all die. All the gold goes. You know, you'd think if there was a lot of gold being mined, we'd probably want that gold for ourselves, right? Like, there was a... Like, I'm not sure what this crazy guy is saying, but apparently I did some bad things. For the government, but the government is the cult, so it's all fine. This is what a lot of Americans sound like to the outside world, by the way. But you don't ever hear like a Norwegian man that's crazy and thinks the government is taking all the gold and putting it in place. I wonder what it is about Americans that leads to like a higher amount of crazy paranoid people. There's gotta be something in it, right? There's gotta be some mystical fact about that. So I think the dog revives himself when he's outside of combat. Not 100% certain. But we'll give it a look. And we're getting another nice friendly message from our boy John, you know, our favourite friend. Yeah, this dog needs to get up. Quick. No! No, I'm here for you, dog. I'm here. Oh. That's sad.
Thanks to your deputy,
Either way, there's a person
the
here.
sins of this resistance are indeed
Thanks to you, I can turn
severe.
the eagle again.
You will all
Yep, atone. Blah 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 blah.
You will all
Oh, he's
welcome
just
the
telling me
word
exactly
of
what
the
she's done to
Father
them.
into your hearts. You will all say,
I was really
Yes.
happy when I heard you free
Oh,
Carl
gosh.
then.
So yeah,
It was
that's
supposed to
quite
be an easy
concerning.
job.
I'd like to fix
Go
it.
into the Wellington mine, gather supplies, get out. But then the cult showed up and everything went pear-shaped.
Guess
I
who's
barely got
giving
away.
me a side quest, I guess. Oh, it's a prepper stash.
Mary May's busted her ass to hold Falls End together. But I don't know how much longer she can hold out.
So there's like, I think there's an achievement for like speaking to 50 people. So I'm always like just doing it like kind of haphazardly. And given that he gave me very clear directions on a prepper stash there, right? Like I'm not sure exactly what the prepper stash is, or where it is in fact. But he's like, inside of mine, there it is. So we have to go that way, the way we're heading right now. It'd be nice if we found a vehicle. Oh, in fact, helicopter. We'll take a helicopter to the stash. So as long as we head this way, we'll find it. And finding stashes is mostly like a personal thing. But I want the perk points anyway. We've determined that's a bigger deal for me than a lot of other things. Oh, they're bad people, right. Got it. Easy. That could have been tricky, had I not. You know, it would have been funny if I had just flew off without ever finding them, but... Either way, they didn't spot me, I didn't spot them. No harm, no foul, as we say. Is that the saying? I know there's a lot of like sayings that actually work differently, like... People always say like, there's a lot of like misspoken sayings, and I'm sure like a billion of the ones I know are wrong. But it's funny, because I feel like most saying, like, you know, I'm not even gonna try, but like one of the ones I always got wrong, and I was like, well, that's silly. Is that's a moot point, right? Or it's like I say that's a mute point, like it's a point that doesn't have any volume. But the actual phrase is like it's a moot point, because moot is like, I think it's an Old English word or it's a Latin word or something. It's like, oh, it means a point that doesn't make sense. But it's funny, so many of these phrases like develop in ways that don't make any sense. Like again, let's pick on America, because we're playing an American game. We're going to talk an American accent, talk about guns, and talk about America. It's just how this sort of thing will work. But one of the interesting things, at least in my opinion, about the... one of the most interesting things about America is that they say, like, instead of I could care less, they say I couldn't care less, which means that you actually care, like, quite some considerable amount. So there's a mine under the house. If you're reading this, we've gone down to get it. If we're going to see about setting up a weapons cache or something down there. Basically, there's something spooky going down there. Also, I really love this like theme of like preppers missions, because you know, preppers in America are pretty bizarre. Glad someone understands that. Again, we're doing the stealth thing through here. It's not really true stealth because I'm just going and shooting them and happening to not be found most of the time. But it counts. It totally counts. Also, should I trade in my rocket launcher for a bow and arrow? Really, really hard decision to make there. Just not sure which one would make sense. So yeah, there's another note here, though. You asked, Faith answered, send these angels down to deal with the sinners hiding in the mine. Oh, so I actually got in the middle of their conflict. So there's a mine underneath the house. They say underneath the house, but like that could be... We don't know if that directly means like that. It could be in the neighboring area. Like, is this a porta potty or is it an entrance to the mine? You know what? It probably is down below the house somewhere. So this is probably the mine, right? There we go. So we're just going to try and climb onto the ladder. Slowly but surely. Hop off. Oh, there's an automatic flashlight in the game. Oh, and they got really high down here. Oh, I bet they just pumped gas down here to make them high, so they'd either die. Yep, well, I mean, something happened, and it doesn't seem like it was very good. So this has to be blown up to get past here, I think. Yeah, there's clearly stuff past there, so... and clearly that won't do anything. Explosions it is. So yeah, making explosions in a mine is a really bad idea for the record. Oh god. That's a little gross. Making explosions in a mine, not good idea, generally speaking. But like... Oh, and they give me lots of dynamite specifically for this. You know what, let's do it. This is fun. The odds of me tunneling myself in fairly low anyway, right? Follow on that one. That way. And then once we get this stash... Oh god, see, one of them turned into a druggie. And then that makes me a little bit of a druggie just for being near them. How terrible. It's really interesting, this whole bliss. Let's just go into this. Okay, we're gonna fire dynamite at them because we find enough dynamite anyway. And it's kind of fun to see explosions anyway. But yeah, it's... The deeper I'm getting into this game, the more and more like... I don't know if spooky's the word, but like... real it's getting. Again, most games, you suspend your disbelief a little bit. And there is obviously lots of that here. But there's a lot of it where it's like, yeah, that's like a real problem with human behavior right there. Someone who made this game really didn't like people. And you gotta admire them for that, you know? No one likes people, as we clarified last time, right? So I'm gonna knock this over the edge. Make that not an issue anymore. Do the same over here. Or maybe I'm just gonna get passed out from something. I'm gonna try and throw my bat. Oh, okay, no. Dynamite is apparently. It's so satisfying. Again, they're not people when they're wearing those masks. It's something like kind of concerning when you think about it. That like, oh, bastards can't swim. We'll blow the wall open, fill the hole with water. So there's a way down, but there's also a way up. I doubt I can make that jump, but I feel like it's worth trying, right? I totally, it said A to like make it, right? And that also means there's some goodies down here, one imagines. This is a huge, like, this is almost like Skyrim cave level, and it's just like one stash. It's not even like main quest related, it's just, well, I figured it'd be kind of fun. Oh, that's parachute, it's not grab. So there's no way I'm making that jump without more speed, which I don't believe I can get at the current. So that means I have to do something else if I want to cross this. So we could climb around. Oh, we can fire that, get some water in there, fills the water level slowly, and then we can swim across and get that. It was a puzzle, you see that? Game has puzzles going on, isn't that crazy? Oh god, we're standing right next to the barrel. So we need to get less high, which is making the screen look like a 3D movie. You know, it'd be nice if we could just stop these things doing their magic. Like, can you just... In you go. Into the water supply. You'll bug me less there. There we go. So that's one less problem to deal with. And now we can swim from here. Over to here. Climb out onto the blue pipes. And there we go. And this is presumably where the stash is, because we're pretty deep inside at this point. Like, this has to be a stash worth spending, like, 20 people, a bunch of drugs after. Like, there's a lot going on here. And we get some prepper treasure. So there's perk magazines, 3 of them, to be precise. All the ammo we could ever deal with. All the dynamite we could ever pick up, which isn't actually very much right now. A fair amount of money, like, you know, like 1,000 or something. Like, no big deal, not real cash, you know. And in the corner here. Okay, so just, again, more of everything we could ever take. And a message about where it ended up. So the cult must follow us to the mine. We threw up some makeshift barricades, dug in for a firefight, but they set down. So the Peggies seem to be I think they're the dudes on the drugs, and they can't call for help, so they're gonna die. Which means that presumably we'll find some body. Yeah, well, we found 2 bodies already. Did they shoot themselves, or did someone stab him? You know, based on the fact that this man has a knife in his hand, I don't think he shot himself. That just doesn't seem very likely. So I guess they somehow got in here from the top. Oh, there's a grapple way out. Okay, let's do this. This is my first time using the grapple. Yeah, exciting. Grapple experience. So I guess we'll do the same just now. Grapple my way up. Grappling experience. It's exciting. Anything can happen, including nothing. And then we're gonna go out from a really high point in the cave. Oh, look at this! And then there's a good dude down there who conveniently also needs to die. He didn't even know he was about to die. He's just honestly, you know, there's something a bit cruel thing about that. Again, even though this is definitely a bad human being, right? The idea of like killing him without him ever knowing, it still doesn't feel quite justified. But again, you know what? When in doubt, resort to the justification that I am the good guys and they are the bad guys. If they wanted to not die, just had to not join a cult. So yeah, there's your advice. Ever in a bad situation, just don't join a cult until he won't kill you. It's my promise
Ran into this
to you.
guy while on patrol. He was ranking all 50 states in ascending order of patriotism. Thought he was a nut job, but there's something about him.
I want to know his list now, you know. What state is least patriotic and what state is most patriotic? Let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe we can piece together. Oh, that's a snake. Let's try and piece together the list. Can I kill the snake? No, it's just a random attack. That's cool enough, I guess. So there's a boat near here, there's a helicopter near here. Oh, that's my helicopter from earlier. I thought I recognized it. So we have nothing to follow anymore. Like, we've done all the main story missions, besides the one that leads me elsewhere. Which means the map, it's all about clearing the map now. And since we've cleared everywhere that we found we have to clear, I think it's mostly just about checking the mountains. And since if we do it by air... Actually, yeah, as you can see, when you do it by air, it doesn't properly clear the map. So we're going to take the ATV that this guy came on. And we're going to just check the area around her, find some cool stuff. Because we're super close now to, again, getting all 3 levels done. Taking down John. Making him regret what's going on with his life. Which is all I really want from the world, anyway. So we're going to do the off-road trip of our life today. Oh! Friend or foe? Oh, he's a friend. It's all good. Again, we will speak to all the people we find because they're going to lead us to random stuff like this. That was a fun little side quest. Like, we dug into a mine, and now we've got some perk points that I can work out how to use. I could have used it to get more dynamite, like holding ability, to pick up his dynamite, but you know, mistakes are made, it's okay. Oh gosh. Next step is to find... Oh! There's a person around here? Oh, please don't be the plane. It's the plane. Oh, there's like, people flying the other planes. It's okay. So all we have to do is just... Oh gosh. Never mind. All we have to do is try and hide... Oh, and also there's an auto-drive option. There's no signal. Okay, so it only works on roads. So we're in like some futuristic version of Colt as well. You know, Tesla is now the norm. Even ATVs have built-in auto-drive systems. Which, you know, that's a feature I'm actually down with. Like, I love the idea that, you know, being in a vehicle shouldn't mean time that you can't check your phone, play a game of Hearthstone or Far Cry perhaps. Or, you know, shouldn't mean you can't read about, you know, cults and stuff. I did a fair amount of like Wikipedia reading about the Zodiac Killer yesterday, right before I slept. Like, really bad idea, by the way, to look into like unsolved murders before you sleep. It makes you not trust the world a bit too much for someone who needs to, you know, be resting very shortly. So, wouldn't recommend that necessarily. Oh, there's a boat, a patrol boat there. Let's get off and let's swim off them, I guess. I'm gonna try and board their vessel. I think it's an enemy boat. Come on. Ah, you can't board it. It's an enemy boat. I'm gonna be really, really cautious about this. He jumped in the water. Okay, I'm just gonna get inside. I guess we'll just drive off the boat. Works for me. Let's do a boat tour of the local area. So there is actually a way to shoot them. Oh, and it auto-aims when you do it. It feels a bit like a mobile game when it auto-aims, but it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do. And we're gonna sail along the river. Oh, this leads you to the edge of the map. That's a real problem, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna go back inwards because there's a lot of these tiny points that we haven't necessarily found yet. Like, old silo, that seems like something I need to stray. So we're gonna somehow do a 180 once we reach the end of the river. And then go back on this. Because, yeah, we might find something cool before then. But yeah, right now there's literally nothing like that. Which means I need to go back in. Just to avoid them. Or in fact, it's probably faster just to fast travel next to it. Because then the doing the thing won't be able to follow me. So if I just fast travel here, for instance, I can take the plane. And it works. Yeah, that's good. You know, for a game that has like an annoying... It's like the dragons in Skyrim, like a dragon-like event, let's call it. It is a good idea for them to, you know, have a way to avoid them. And that way is just to fast travel out of there. My character can deal with it. I'll deal with the fun stuff. Like flying a plane. Because it's also really easy to take out the silos from the plane. So it just kind of makes sense, you know. In fact, let's see how much a plane costs. Like, if we wanted to... Oh, gosh. If we wanted to buy our own plane, how much would one cost, say? Let's find out. So, the hangar... If we want to buy a new plane, it looks like it's 2,500. That's really cheap, actually. And there's even more that you can unlock later. After you do certain stunts and such. Oh, once we defeat John, we get his plane. So that's nice. So yeah, but we get the planes. And then you can customize them if you want to. So we'll do that, you know, just for fun. Oh, we don't get to. Just drive it. Vehicle delivery in progress. Oh, and now it's a little bit closer to me. How nice. And now we're going to go take down the silo. Because I believe it's just straight this way anyway. Just like forwards a bit. Oh, in fact, I'm probably going to get in an armed fight with the other plane, aren't I? Yeah, that's totally going to happen. So we're going to stay really low to the ground. And that's not what usually people mean when they say laying low, but in my case it is. And then we're going to go take down the silo. Which has apparently been right there this whole time. Oh, it's not an evil silo. It's a good silo. Who would have figured that? It doesn't even have evil people. So we're going to check it out anyway, just so it becomes a fast way. Oh gosh. I'm so bad at making landings. Please do not ever trust me if I become a pilot. I just would not recommend any plane that I am driving. But anyway, it's now a service point. We can save some people. Because there's always someone who needs saving. Or someone who needs killing, I guess. Depends on how you want to see it. And presumably we also have to destroy this thing. Maybe from the inside. Oh, this is like a real silo, like made out of grain, and someone was living here or something. That's cool. It's a shame that had to happen. So yeah, what we're gonna do now, because there is a bunch of these flags on the map. Because that represents a person, right? So we can go find the people. We have to now work out what our next move of action is to get something done. And I feel like, again, it really is just about clearing house to house, finding stuff like that. What is Willis Huntley, for instance? So we're going to be doing that. And since one of the key parts of the territory is in areas that I just kind of skipped past earlier, we're going to go back for them now, and we're going to try and do this. So if I teleport here, now we're going to be near the armed convoy. It's where the dog comes from, Boomer. And that's going to be wonderful. We're going to be able to take that place up, see what the man's all about, he'll give me a quest, and we'll get those last RP done. It's actually honestly, it's a little bit of a shame that it's, you know, it feels like we're grinding for these points, whereas it should feel like there's as many things as we want to do to get them, and we can kind of pick. Whereas right now it just feels like, you know, we can't do anything because the planes come after me anyway. And if the planes don't come after me, then something will, and... So it's good that we have some things to do. So there's an ATV over there. But I think I can just spawn one using the whole car thing. By ATV... Oh, I can customize them. So, presumably... Yeah, no, you have to buy them for the first time, though. So I can buy myself an ATV, but it will last forever. And given these things look cooler than ATVs, like... You're not sure, we'll buy it. I was being really frugal earlier. But I'm worth a polarized RZRP edition. Like, does it even go faster? What is the benefit from this? I mean, it does go fast. It does go fast, but gotta hand that ability to it. We're gonna get back onto the main road here. And then we're gonna try and turn right instead of left. You know, I think I'm lost. Oh, I think this is a car outpost, yeah. So we're gonna hide back behind the car. I'm gonna try and do this by stealth. That's the plan here. It's only got one tower, because it's clearly where I was meant to go first. It's an easy one, yeah, it's easy. So we're gonna shoot the thing from a distance here. All alarms disabled. And yeah, this is gonna be absurdly easy. It's just like, can we do it purely stealth? Because I bet there's a, you know, a higher reward for doing it purely stealth. Let the man go free if we can. Oh, there's some drugs that she's on. Okay, so she's not free yet because she's still on drugs, which I have to stop. Oh, so I have to somehow... I don't know where the drugs are even coming from, but whatever. She's out the box. She's free to go. That's really, like, crazy the way, like, you can lock someone up in a cage. And if it is a gas drug, you can just, like, force the gas in them or whatever. So without ever being detected... Oh, no. Okay, we're being detected, but only by the people we're about to kill. So again, it doesn't quite count as stealth. Yeah, it's definitely not stealth anymore. Okay, let's do this. Easy stuff. Find a few more of them. There's people on the roof that would have been easier to kill in non-stealth mode. I almost wish I could restart just so I could be like, no, but I wanted to do it stealth. It's such an easy one to do it that way. Running around like this. Oh, a bear finished it off for me. Oh god, the bear wants to kill me too. Okay, no. Bear's got other priorities. Yeah, we nailed it. Apple orchard, freed. Maybe the reason it feels like there's not enough to do is because I didn't check out this whole northern half. Like, I missed an entire outpost. You gotta hand that to me. Or to whatever. So we're gonna drive our vehicle to the actual place we were going. After we pick up the map and do the usual stuff. So again, if I didn't say, oh, and there is a $400 bonus. It's not a RP bonus. It's a dollar bonus. But dollars are nice too. Every time he's gonna send me a message. Can I not opt out of these phone calls?
It's easy to forget the little things that make us who we are. There's a lot of good memories there. Thanks for getting something about.
Oh, this is from the other guy.
We
Right?
owe you one this time.
I just assume like deep voice creepy
Got
phone
a
call.
job for you.
Gotta be
All
the
this
same
ripe
guy every
fruit
time.
is attracting bears. Under normal circumstances, we try
Guess
to
who's
catch
going on
them
a
and
bear
release them
hunt?
somewhere safer. These bears got into some of that bliss crap the cult had stored out back. It's making them act all crazy. It's too dangerous to catch them. We gotta put them down.
Bear murder season. So I know this is cruel, but I do have a bunch of dynamite. And... you know what? Let's go kill those bears. Also, it's telling me to hold it down to track it. I need to, like, learn to just do that. So, bear necessities. That's a clever name. You gotta give it that. Like, bear necessities. So we're gonna track that quest, work out where it is. It's over there. And there's free bears. We have free dynamite sticks. I mean, it's an easy, like, 100 or 200 RP. Whatever it is. Let's just do it. Oh, these are remote explosives. Okay, you know what? I had to kill the guy to kill the bear. And you know what? Should we just use the rocket launcher? Like, again, this is overkill for bears. I'm aware of that fact. But if it saves innocent people... because, you know, I was on the fence about killing bears before. Like, you know, aren't bears the good guys? But after saying, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh gosh. After seeing that sort of stuff happen, I just feel like that's justified, you know, like, it just... like, there's only so many humans you can kill before suddenly... oh, and you get damaged skin when you burn the, when the bear dies by non-natural causes. Just to punish me for my hunting techniques. You know, I'm just saying, like, I feel like it should be okay. You know, actually, it's a big issue in, like, people go to Africa and they, like, unfairly kill bears. I feel like if I went with a rocket launcher, there'd be a pretty big international incident, right? Because you can't even hunt a giraffe without the internet being angry. Oh, the bear's in the cave. It's a bear cave. I thought it was like a mining cave because there's stuff in it. But obviously this is what's making the bear crazy. So we have to be super stealthy. Ah, this bear does not care about stealth. Oh my gosh. That is literally my nightmare, like being attacked by a bear. You can't reason with bears. My, like, strongest benefit in life is my words. And bears do not care about them in the slightest. Okay, bear's dying. Very slowly, though. Again, isn't it crazy just how many bullets it takes? Because I'm convinced this game is realistic. Like, they wouldn't make bears 10 times stronger than humans unless that's realistic. So clearly it's something about the caliber or something. But like the fact that bears take so much to die, kind of silly when you think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna check the cave because I bet there was something secret back here. Oh, it's a body. Did the bear bring the person back to eat them? That's pretty messed up. But like, you know, on the other hand, bears are bears. We can't really apply human standards to them. You know, who do we think we are to say what bears can and can't do, man? So, before the end of this, I'm gonna try and drive and at least identify those other places, see what's going on. Because we have a side quest here that I probably should. I guess we have to pick up the side quest. Just
Falls End greeted
get these all done.
and me are sneaking around the Copperhead train yard.
And
We
what
saw
you
the
found?
colt
Oh, a train
gathering
yard.
a ton of metal.
I like trains.
He sent me to get back up, but he's still there. I hope he doesn't do anything stupid without me.
Let's go save your friend. It's quite some distance away. Oh, it's a... She's giving me a coal outpost delivery. Is it inside our zone? It can't be, right? It's in Holland Valley. My legs got set off by that. Oh no, it's right over there. So there is a whole other thing that I missed. Yeah, there's a whole little zone of the map that I've not seen over here, apparently. And it includes a rail yard, which I'll get some points for. Not only because it's a side quest, but because it's another thing. So yeah, you know how I don't know if you did hear about this, but it was a big news story like a month ago. But Amazon Alexas all around the world had the exact same bug, where they were broken and just creepily laughing at people. And mine doesn't have that, but every now and then she'll just like repeat something. It's creepy. I don't know how like a piece of software does that, but it's the scariest thing I've ever heard. So this tractor is something, because he's got like a thing above his head. Maybe she's coming with me? Is that what's going on? Am I meant to follow her? I mean, if she goes the right way, then she goes the right way. You know, I'll just keep my eye on her. She can do her own thing. Oh, we gotta do this now. Alright, quickly. Because they've got... This is another side quest, by the way. Gonna medkit up real quick. Just 3 rockets. Easy. Oh, I destroyed my own vehicle. If that's not a tragedy, I don't know what it is. But we did a side quest. Got me some RP. Just had to lose my own ride while I did it. You know, that's sadness. That is the definition of sadness right there. Yeah, I guess now we have to find our own way to the rail yard and to the right way. You know, because we had a crossroad earlier, and just, rather than going either of the ways, we went forwards. So yeah, in the next time we'll be going right or we'll be going left. Leave your guess in your mind down below. But for now, I hope you'll enjoy this video, because I'll see you all in part 11, assuming there is one.